Hello guys, I just wanted to show you what I accidentally found today at Joann's store, and just so to say, this isn't sponsored, I paid for everything myself, but I wanted to show you something. This beautiful black, satin black wreath, perfect for Halloween. Well, I say satin because actually it's matte, it's not satin, because the leaves kind of feel rubbery in a way. I went there for a totally different reason, but as it usually happens to me, I get distracted, and a lot of times I end up getting something else that was not on my mind or on my list. So I found this at Joann's, like I said, and currently Halloween stuff is 60% off. So this wreath was $60 originally, and it's 60% off right now. Not a lot of stuff left. I secretly wanted to get to, but this was the only one. Like, it was the last one, and they were not sure if they were gonna get any more Halloween decor in. And then I found this little piece of wood. It's really tiny, and I'm gonna see how I thought attach this here. So I had this idea to probably take a glue gun and glue it to one of the leaves. I really like this sign. It's pretty little, and it was like 59 cents. 59 cents, yes. The third item that I found also that was not on my list is this one, because I literally went there for only one thing, unrelated to Halloween at all. One small item which I couldn't find. They didn't have it in stock. And here I walked out with 3 items, telling myself that I needed more Halloween stuff. So this is a lantern, and I ended up buying this. Again, it was 60% off, but see, originally $40. So it's not cheap at all. It is from this collection, Place and Time, and it's black, and the canister is glass. So perfect for, so it's a cyclone canister, perfect for a candle. But I was thinking, since I only got one, this was the only one available and no more, I am thinking I'm gonna style this by probably putting candy in there. So yeah, it's probably gonna be candy and resting nicely on the countertop. So about this tag, I wanted to say something, because as I'm trying to remove the sticker, it occurred to me that this is super sticky. The back of the sign is so sticky. So yeah, the glue residue that's still here, I think it's gonna work well, and I will be able to stick this on the leaf. I think this is super sticky, and I won't need to use the glue gun, because I really don't like stickers, like price stickers on my items, so I tend to remove them. But once I hang this up, I'll show you guys if it turned out well. If it if it happens to fall, then I'm gonna need to use the glue gun if it falls down. So if I need to use the glue gun, I'm probably gonna do a dab here, dab there on the other side, and I'm not gonna do all across, because I don't want my glue oozing out through the letters, because these are cut out letters. So yeah, all right. So the cyclone glass lantern here that I separated, unwrapped and separated, here's how it actually looks. You see, this is metal, so this is the bottom, obviously, right? I do love the felt pads right here, not to abrase your surfaces. Here's the thingy with this. I saw it somewhere here that the glass is chipped. It is not cracked, this is not broken, but here's a chip. So I only noticed it when I unwrapped it. It's a bummer. If I saw this, had I seen this at the store, I would have asked for additional discount, percentage off, something like that. I would have tried, that's for sure. I don't know if they've given it to me, but I would have tried Yeah, and there was nothing else to choose from. This was the only one they had. So yeah, it's a small chip. The edge is not sharp, but yeah, a bit disappointed, but it's too late. Not gonna go back and ask for a discount, and not gonna return it. So it's pretty small, but there's another one right here as well. So I guess these things are not perfect, definitely not perfect, even though it came with padding, but this little foam sheet is too thin and I guess did not protect the glass. So what I was thinking is to add some sort of like, maybe like a black electrical tape on one end, the end that's gonna go back in here, so that when I pour candy in, or whatever else after Halloween, I'm gonna put the battery operated candle in here, so that it doesn't keep chipping away. I mean, not chipping away, but it doesn't keep on chipping furthermore. So I'm gonna do something like that, but only on one end, not the top, because the top, the one that ends like here, would be like bad. All right, so I'll show you guys how this turns out on the door, and I will let you know if this stuck on pretty well or it ended up falling. See you later. So I got my sticky stuff out, my container here of all kinds of sticky tabs, velcros and such, and I came up with this idea to actually, yeah, this ended up not sticking. So the glue residue on the back was pretty strong at the moment. If I press on it with my finger, it's sticky, but not staying on those leaves, because they do feel like rubbery, waxy in a way. They're pretty thick. So I don't know if that wreath is really made out of fabric or like rubber material. Let's see. So I have these black Velcro pieces, both sides, and I'm gonna cut this in half so that I can position one here in this corner and the other piece right here. Then, so that's one idea, and I think I'm gonna do this idea. But then at first I thought maybe I'll do the magnetic tape, which is sticky on one side. So this was already cut out that I had in my sticky box. So I was thinking, since I don't have enough of this is magnetic tape. Don't have enough of this, I would have to improvise like so. Have one big one, a bigger circle here, smaller circle here, and then this one would go here like that. This one would go here, right? And then attach the sign this way onto the wreath and press it onto the leaves. Well, remove this first. So there's one way to use my magnetic tabs, but I'm leaning towards this. So I'm gonna cut this in half to have two pieces, and I'll show you. Here, this is how I attach the sticky Velcro tape. You see, it's both layers. This is sticking to my sign. The reason I left the back on is because, and here's an advice for you guys, if you're gonna do this or anything similar to this, and you need the sign to stick, or anything, whatever else you're doing, and you are using the Velcro tape with the sticky back, have both layers on, so this way you don't have to measure and mess with the pencil or having to mark the other surface where your sign would go. There is no guessing game involved at all. You have the backing attached, right? And all you do is, I'm gonna peel these silver tape, these backings. I'm gonna peel them off. I'm gonna stick them right on my wreath, on the leaf, and I'm gonna press this real hard. So this way, if I don't like it on the leaf, I can reposition it. But we'll see how the Velcros look like at first, if they're gonna stick to the leaf. I hope they do. I really hope they do. So here, it's a nice little sign. See? It's see-through. Cut out letters, but it's pretty thin. Real thin. All right, let me see how this looks. So you guys, it worked. The sign is staying on. Let me get closer and show you. You saw me using the Velcro sticky tape on two sides, right here and in that spot on reverse. And as I'm pressing down on the leaf, it's really sticking and sticking well, and it's not budging. So see, it's nice, it's working. So here's the leaf. The previous one I had on here was, I guess, massive, you can say, because this one is way smaller, much smaller. And here, let me get closer to show you that magnetic wreath hanger. Let me get this one straight. Yeah, magnetic wreath hanger that I did a video about. I was so ecstatic to have found this hanger because my door is metal, and I did not want to go with the traditional J-hook hanger, so I'm loving this a lot. I like my purchase. This one is brushed bronze finish. So here, let me get closer so you can see the leaves. They're pretty thick, kind of like rubbery. Right there, see? And what else? The sign is here that I did. You know, I'm also gonna work on making a garland. Yes, Halloween garland, simple one. So I'm gonna either add it to this video or make a separate video about that, just to kind of adorn the door right above this hanger, above this wreath. Sorry, long day. There we go. These leaves, by the way, are not so easy going. I'm trying to fix them because one side to me looks like way more fluffed, and I want to fluff this side, you see, so it would be more like symmetrical look. But this side is kind of lacking. I mean, the leaves are not missing, they're there. I'm trying to tweak them and they're not really listening to me. So I'm gonna work on this. Okay, that's it for now. So since this glass has more than one chip, I'm gonna try to cover the larger chip on this end. And actually first I should clean the dust off just a little bit, at least this area, so I don't tape the dust or it will be trapped. And I'm gonna use electrical tape for you guys. This is an advice for you too. If you have something like this and you see a chip, not all hope is lost. You can totally repair this and prevent this from further chipping. So I guess that should do it. I guess there's a larger one here and a smaller chip here. So, oh yeah, you should actually measure this to determine the diameter. So I have almost 19 inches on this, and I have my electrical tape. So here's my 19 inches, actually just a bit extra that I can always cut off. So here's a little close-up for you guys. You can hardly see the chip, but it's right here. It's going well, so don't be afraid to try this. There you go. I'm gonna show you once I'm finished with this. Use like cuticle scissors, very fine scissors, to trim the excess tape off. And the good thing about this is that this tape stretches. folding the tape over inwardly is actually fun, but you're supposed to feel it, so you do a good job. Make sure you don't leave any air bubbles. It's going pretty great. It is smooth, and this is easy to do, guys. And so far it's looking great. It's even. The edge is looking really good. So let me work all around this, all around the rim, and I'll show you the rest. I finished the rim. It turned out great, so I'm gonna Windex this and place it in the base of the lantern. Not a bad idea. Protecting the glass from further chipping. There, all done, finished, protected. And gonna fill this up with Halloween candy. So since my lantern is pretty tall and I'm not going with a candle in it, I'm gonna put Halloween sweets in here, candy. Once Halloween is over, I'm gonna put a candle in here. So I need a little bit more height, and I decided I'm not gonna fill up the jar all the way to the top. It's too much candy, and besides, if I do that, it'll be gone real quick. I need some height, so I placed a couple of folded cloth napkins, like, you know, restaurant type napkins, black right there on the bottom, just to give it some height so that I don't have to fill this up entirely. And I'm gonna try to toss this candy in. Not gonna go with a pretty look, just see what happens when I throw it in there. That's the look I'll achieve. This candy right here, it is not sponsored, didn't get it for free, bought my own. And I did not want to go with random candies that have random, all kinds of different various packagings, different fonts, different papers and stuff. I wanted a more like a uniform look. This is not to give out, this is for us. Just like a decoration. I'm not gonna go with this lantern to the door when the kids come for trick-or-treating. This right here, I do love it a lot. These are European chocolates, or so they say. I don't know, maybe it's made here, not in Europe. I don't know. These are one of my favorite candies, but they're so nice and delicate. Perfect with coffee for breakfast. So I'm gonna try to line these something like that. Let me work on this. So I'll show you if it turns out great or not so great. Fingers crossed, it will be great. I needed a cylinder, so I'm gonna make myself a cardstock paper cylinder real quick. And I'm gonna use these like I said for height. Just stuff it there on the bottom. Need the disc so the candies don't fall through, and I'm gonna lay these all around the perimeter, all around the walls of the glass as like lady fingers in a tiramisu, and then fill the rest up with these little ones. So let me cut this out super quick. Yes, and I'm gonna go way smaller. I'm gonna go inside my lines so this fits in there. So I'm done with my lantern. I call it a candy lantern. I fixed the little spider here on top for more effects. And here is the little tower I built, like lady fingers in a tiramisu. And yes, I wanted to add more height, so I cut out another disc out of paper from candy packaging, so I could have more height, and that's so the chocolate sticks don't fall inwards. Actually, you know what? I might as well have one. I did all this work. Maybe I should have two. I do have my favorites here, but if I pull one out, this thing will fall apart. Okay. Resist. I decided to might as well go ahead and take a little sweet break. Why not? I did all the work. You know what? Except that it's lunchtime, so yeah. This stuff right here for lunch. Just today. There you go. That is how you can use a lantern for more purposes than one. You guys, this wreath would also be amazing as island or table centerpiece for Halloween. And this candy lantern that I just finished filling up with candy for Halloween actually fits perfectly right in the middle, in the center of this wreath. So there, if you already have your front door wreath, but you really like this black one, I hope Joann Fabric still has it, depending on your location. I don't know where you are. And you end up getting this one, you can totally use it on your table as a decor piece, as a centerpiece to house a candy bowl, or in my case, this lantern that I bought, and I decided to actually fill it up with candy. So, but I'm not gonna keep this here the whole time because it will be gone before Halloween, and it wouldn't be my fault. Yeah, but here, I'm gonna take this out, and it's pretty heavy. Yeah, good. It's nice. Here's another tip I wanted to share with you guys, as this idea crossed my mind just now. Since I wasn't able to perfectly center my wreath on the door, because I was saying to you guys that one side the leaves were more fluffed up than the other one, and these are sort of like a bit rigid, so they are not that submissive, not listening to me. I'm trying to fluff them up. Maybe it's this batch, I don't know. But yeah, trying to fluff it up, and I wanted this sign pointing this way, and that the leaf would not be twisted. This leaf is like by default really out compared to the other ones, the direction they're facing. So I chose to have my sign on this leaf. But here's the big but. Flip this over, and the ring to hang it is on the side. The way I had it, right, this way, so I had it hung like this. See, not doing a good job showing you. So the good leaf, good black leaf is right here. Previously, I had the sign right here because that hook is there. So hanging the wreath on the door, I had my sign here, and I tried to twist the sleeve to stay open. I couldn't get it to stay open. And yeah, I had that sign right here. So the sleeve kept turning inwards, and the sign was basically invisible. So, like I said, here is a better looking leaf that's literally like sticking out flat, and it's a perfect one to have my sign on. However, I'm gonna flip this over to show you the hook to hang the wreath ends up being here. So what do? Here you go. I'm gonna make a new one. It's the hair elastic, black. Gonna loop this through, loop it again, and then this will be my new hook. See, instead of this, I'm not gonna use this. So when the hooks don't work for you, the hooks on the wreaths, make your own. Other times I use, if I don't have an elastic that I really want to sacrifice, because black ones are good, right? They always come in handy. But I'm gonna sacrifice this one because it's a little worn here. Other times I use like thin wire that I double or triple up and feed it through the wreath. So basically I can customize my hanging point to be anywhere I want, anywhere that looks good, because it all depends how it looks on this side. So I tend to play with the leaves a lot to make it perfect, at least perfect to me. And you have the leaves positioned somewhat in a symmetrical way. I'm talking about other wreaths as well. So if the hook happens not to work for me, and happens to be on a different side or even down, like in this case, then I have to make a new one. And today I'm gonna use this to make a new one so it hangs perfectly on the door, and then I have my leaves sticking out with the sign visible and not pointed inwardly. This should work, hopefully it should work. And I'm finally done with this. So see you later. There, to make the process easier, I use the crochet hook to thread my hair elastic right through, because the base, the line of the wreath is really rigid. Make a simple loop, tug on it, pull it up, and it's secure, ready to hang. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you were inspired. Please subscribe. See you next time.